Night Football between the Tennessee Titans and the Green Bay Packers. We break down the game, give you our best bet, and it all starts right now. Hey guys, it's Matt from Grandstand Bettors.com, and Week 11 of the NFL season is going to start with Thursday Night Football between the Titans and the Packers. We're going to give you our best bet here in just a moment, but first, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button for all of our NFL plays throughout the 2022 NFL season. And while you're at it, smash that like button if you are ready for some Thursday Night Football action between the Packers and the Titans. I know I am. So, without further ado, let's dive into this Week 11 matchup on Thursday night. And the Packers at the moment, 3-point favorites with the over-under sitting at 41 points. Now, the Titans have quite possibly position themselves at the moment as the 3 seed in the AFC, and honestly, they did it underneath the radar, winning against the Broncos again last week, 17-10 at home. Tannehill, coming off his injury, was 19-36 for 255 yards and 2 touchdowns, with Westbrook being the recipient of both those touchdowns. He also ended the day with 5 catches and 119 yards. But as we all know, watching this team, that they are going to rush the football with Derrick Henery. Henry almost has 1,000 yards on the season. He averages 4.6 yards per carry and over 100 yards on the ground per game. Look for the Titans to go to him early and often in this matchup, as the Packers have the 26th ranked rushing defense in the NFL. They're giving up 146 yards on the ground per game, including 115 last week to Tony Pollard on the Cowboys. But listen, Green Bay at the moment actually does have a top 10 defense in the league. They're only giving up 320 total yards per game. And if you can do the math with as much rushing yards as they give up, that must mean they have a pretty good secondary. And if you did the math, you are correct. They are third best in the NFL. And with Tannehill only completing 62% of his passes this season, and with not having one wide receiver over 275 yards on the season, again, why would the Titans even throw the football in this one? Now, on the other side of the field, the Packers at the moment, they are looking on the outside in of the NFC playoff picture, despite with that nice comeback win against the Cowboys last week. But who knows? That could have been the turning point of the season that they needed. Aaron was finally utilized in the game. Oh, no, not Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Jones. He's coming off a huge performance on the ground, 138 yards on 24 carries, and it looks like the Packers, unlike the Cleveland Browns, finally realized that if they can rush the ball, they're going to help Rodgers out in that passing game as well. Now, Rodgers had his most efficient game of the season last week, only completing 14 passes, but for 224 yards and 3 touchdowns. The biggest problem in the passing game for Rodgers and this Green Bay Packers team, honestly, is having consistency with who is out on the field with him. Not one wide receiver on this team has suited up for every game. Rodgers, though, has adapted and has now 8 different guys who have caught a touchdown pass from him on the season. Still, I think we would all agree he would appreciate a little more consistency so he can find rhythm on the field with some of those guys. Now, this week, again, he's going to be without Dobbs, and Lazard and Watson are banged up again, so who knows if they're going to be good to go on Thursday. If you are in the Green Bay area and you have a Packers jersey, please be on standby. You might be called around game time to go suit up. So what is our best bet in this Thursday Night Football matchup? Well, speaking of injuries, Rodgers actually questionable at the moment. He was a limited participant Tuesday and Wednesday, but we do expect him to go Thursday night. He's been questionable all season long and is still gone each and every week. Now, we mentioned getting Aaron Jones involved has been beneficial and to the success of the Packers team this season, but the Titans' rushing defense is second best in the NFL. They only give up 85.1 yards per game on the ground. However, their passing defense is awful, second worst in the NFL. So, look for Rodgers to throw the football more than 20 times this week, unlike what he did against the Cowboys on Week 10. Now, the Titans, they're going to do the opposite of what the Packers are going to do. Green Bay, awful rushing defense. Look for Henry to have a big game. The book seems to think so too. Henry's over-under prop bet is at 100.5 rushing yards for the game, and when Henry actually eclipses that, the Titans are 29-4. Now, both these offenses are going to have the opportunity to go up against the other's weakness, and we do expect these teams to actually score at ease this week. This total opened at 38.5 and was bet up significantly over the last couple days. We still think, though, that it is too low. So, with our best bet for Thursday Night Football, we're going to take the Titans and the Packers over 41 points. Now, just a reminder, if you're looking for all of our NFL Week 11 plays, head on over to grandstandbettors.com, become part of our family, and start living that grandstand life. Link is below in the description, and we look forward to seeing you join our community real soon. In the meantime, though, sit back, relax, enjoy Titans-Packers on Thursday Night Football, and we'll see you live for the game.